Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and explore a chilling mystery that literally gripped an entire region. We're looking at a fascinating piece of folklore that, well, it isn't just your standard spooky story. It's actually a brilliant look at how communities respond to mass fear and the unknown.
Picture the setting for a second. We're in Karnataka during the 1990s. Across all these villages and towns, this strange, creeping fear just began to spread like wildfire at night. Imagine a time before widespread digital communication, right? A time where word of mouth was pretty much the only way news and, of course, panic traveled. Now, this wasn't a fear of wild animals or ordinary threats. No, it was something deeply unsettling that people fully believed was stalking the darkness right outside their homes.
Section 1. The Spirit's Deception. How it used familiar voices.
So getting right to the core of the panic here, people genuinely believed a mysterious entity would come knocking in the dark. But here's the kicker. It wouldn't use a terrifying growl or some unrecognizable shriek to scare you. Instead, it deliberately approached homes under the cover of darkness, woke the residents with a gentle knock, and then called out using a familiar, comforting voice. It literally used comfort as a weapon. How creepy is that?
Let's break down the exact methodology of the spirit. It would meticulously mimic the voice of a trusted family member or friend to trick its victims. Step 1 is super simple, just a knock. But step 2? That's the real psychological hook. I mean, think about it. Hearing someone you intimately trust, like a parent, a spouse, or a child, calling for you in the middle of the night, naturally makes you want to help. Your defenses are completely down. And if the victim falls for this and actually proceeds to step 3, opening the door, well, the trap is sprung.
If you open that door, the absolute terror of the legend dictated that you would vanish completely. Poof, gone. It wasn't just about being physically attacked. It was about ceasing to exist within your community. You would never be seen again. This ultimate terrifying consequence is absolutely crucial because it commanded instant compliance and extreme caution from anyone who heard the tale.
Section 2. The Endless Tomorrow Loop. A remarkably simple defense.
So what did people do? Well, terrified residents started writing Naale Baa on their doors and walls, and that simply translates to, "Come tomorrow." It's kind of funny when you think about it, a surprisingly polite way to brush off a terrifying, child-snatching entity, right? It's almost like telling a telemarketer to call back at a better time. But the underlying logic of this incredibly simple two-word phrase is exactly what formed an impenetrable shield around their homes.
This brilliantly illustrates an ingenious semantic loophole. According to the belief, the spirit approaches the door, reads the message, "Come tomorrow," and actually complies. It leaves planning to return the very next day. It's incredibly absurd when you take a step back. A supernatural terror completely foiled by its own strict adherence to literal instructions. Since tomorrow is always a day away and, never actually arrives, the spirit is forced into an infinite loop. It just stays away forever. Honestly, it's a perfect logical trap.
The cultural impact of this whole thing was so profound that even in modern times you can still find physical remnants of this psychological defense mechanism. Soon after the panic started, entire neighborhoods literally had Naale Baa written across their doors and walls. So why does this matter today? Because it stands as this absolutely fascinating sociological artifact. It shows us exactly how a community united to protect themselves through a shared belief and a highly, highly clever linguistic loophole.
Section 3. Reality or mass fear. Uncovering the real question.
Now, we really have to ask ourselves, was this merely an extraordinary case of mass hysteria where thousands of people believe the exact same thing? Or was there an actual catalyst? Did an entire region simply feed off each other's anxieties and imaginations, basically creating a monster out of shadows? Or was a real-world threat stalking the dark, something the collective consciousness ultimately transformed into a supernatural spirit? Either way, it is a striking reminder of the absolute power of collective belief.
Our source material leaves us with a hauntingly perfect sentiment regarding this case. Some truths are never meant to be discovered. I mean, wow. This story perfectly highlights how we humans use shared logic to combat the things that go bump in the night. So, what do you think was really lurking in the dark in Karnataka? Keep questioning the mysteries around you, and thanks for joining me for this explainer.